Audio Jungle.
பொன்னும் பிரதமும் கல்வியும் தீஞ்சொற் பனுவலும் யான் எண்ணும்போது எளிதில் எழுத நல்காய் எழுதாமறையும் மின்னும் புவியும் கனலும் வெங்காலும் கண்ணும் கருத்தும் அன்பர் கண்ணும் கருத்தும் நிறைந்தாய் சகலகலாவல்லி. So this lady, the goddess of learning, I don't know, it's a manifestation of knowledge. She carries the 64 arts. So that can you focus this? So this is in our logo. Can you focus this board? Put that, not me. Okay, this is our logo. So today, our great said about while comparing this light dispel darkness. So light is there. Actually, according to Hindu tradition, this light or this lamp is attributed to Mahalakshmi. Actually, whole management faculty is about creating wealth. So that lady is there. So I am the university vice chancellor. I had to talk about our logo, of course. Then the bull is there. I don't know. This bull is there for infinitely time immemorial. It's not imported bull. So this bull is a symbol of sacrifice. And also if you go close to any Shiva temple, and all the English goes to Munichara, so you see the bull, 3 legs are bended, only it stays on one leg. So in the Dharmic society at the present time of Kali Yuga, only 1/4 of the people are in the righteous path. 3/4 are corrupted. That's what our country is in problem now. All the Vietgama and all these professors support and secretaries and missionaries working in the central banks, inland revenue, all are flopped. It's a basic evidence. Corrupted. Similarly, medicine, doctors, everywhere, even the university also. So 3/4 we have problem in the Kali Yuga. This is a time of degradation or time of fear. I don't know, this faculty color is, I think is different. No, this what color is a purple, but it's a heartly color they put, maybe for me. The blue and the yellow is a heartly color. For University of Jaffna color. Okay, again ladies and gentlemen, the logo, there are 64. The flames are there. So that denotes 64 arts. So all, according to ancient Shastras, all arts are divided into, categorized in 64. Even including what we do in the management, decision making, and all kind of things come into the art. Medical, sports, fight, all kind of things. So here, our university is devoted to foster and promote these 64 arts. And also, how do you do this? That's another thing. So the university is a creation that done by the human beings, not by from devas, not by from angels, not by from demigods, not by from anybody else. So human beings created universities. So in the universities, oldest university is 1,000 years old. That is in the Bolagama. It's a theological Catholic piece. And then we have this Oxford University is 900 years old. Then the University of Paris is about 875 years old. Of course, then the Cambridge. So our University of Jaffna is 47 years old. Even the entire undergraduate education or university education in the Sri Lanka is less than 100 years old. Even University of Peradeniya is 70 years old. So we are lacking in some kind of commitment to this part of education. But in the globalized world, the knowledge expansion is exponential. That meaning here I know some people are not digging enough after graduation or MBA or some PhDs. So that means they go out because knowledge is expanding in a multifarious ways. It's called exponential. That means period for doubling the knowledge is halving. That is exponential means. Period for doubling the knowledge is halving. So that means we have to swim very hard when we are committed for promoting knowledge in the university. So university is a knowledge center, ladies and gentlemen. So the University of Jaffna, by its nature, is belong to Jaffna. So carries the name of Jaffna. So it has a great ethos. So Jaffna is famous for, educational tradition and also commitment. So even from ancient time, if you take indigenous medicine, we have our own component. Even the oldest schools up to the modern arena is come from Jaffna. Even the oldest medical education come from Jaffna. So this part of people are very committed because we don't have mountains, we don't have ponds, we don't have rivers. So the sole existence of our existence depend on knowledge base. So this is a knowledge based region, and also people are very much committed to digging, cultivating knowledge. So university is a blessing for us. It came to existence in 1974. Then from that time onwards, despite of all having the problem of 30 years of war. Out of 47 years history, we had a problem of war for 30 years, for which also this region committed. I'm not denying it. And this turned out to be one of the most deadliest guerrillas of the entire world I have seen. So that also they have shown their colors. Anyway, whether they are defeated or not is another thing. But they are deadly and they are very, very, very... So this region is known for resilience and commitment. So this university born out. Now this university known as in the CIMACO ranking number 1 in the innovation. So that is our university ranking now. In overall ranking we are number 3. Even the world ranking we are number 460. So this means our lecturers are digging very well, even the promoting or creating knowledge. That is also done in the university. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are human beings. This planet Earth is wonderful. And as a man from physical science, I know, and all the scientists say, there is no evidence this infinitely big universe, a planet like this exists. So this planet is, even the Jaffna, the planet itself, abundant in milk, abundant in fruit, abundant in fish, abundant in grain, so abundant in vegetation, abundant in forest, abundant in minerals, abundant in gold, abundant in diamond, abundant in gold, and all kind of, even the fossil fuel, the gas, everything underneath. Can you imagine? So it's created for us to enjoy. So we come here to fulfill our life. Om Burna, the Burna, Burnasya Burna. When somebody come out of the Burnam, they want to be Burna. So we all want to be independent. No one want to be dependent. So you have come here to cultivate knowledge, to be independent. So knowledge is the only way. No other way. So you have now gone through a system and got through the bottleneck of this A level, and now the time has brought the opportunity for you. In the entire universe, my master says, what are things exist, even conceptually? There is a Isvara, there may be a supreme controller. Even Einstein said, entire universe, there is a big intelligence operating. Even every single atom obeys some rules. That is the chemistry. That's the physics. That's the atomic physics. We know there are rules operating even inside the atom. Even if you get cut, if you get hurt, say cut, then atom they fuse. They themselves know. Only the bacteria come and infect and create problem. Otherwise it will own fuse. Connect. Even cut the tree. The tree connect. So this is a system. Even every single atom obeys rules. That's why we are getting older. It's a symptom, a signal for us. Your time is running out. First bell, second bell, third bell. But we die that and we say we are okay. So this is in your part of the life. So the Ishvara is there. The Supreme Controller is there. That's what they call it. In any religion, any culture, they call it Ishvara. Then the Jiva is there. I is here. Then you are there. Then the time is there. The time brought you here. The time brought you here. My masters used to say, time brings the opportunity. You see, you are going to see the 525 faces here in this Zoom. I don't know. I am one of the unfortunate Vice Chancellor to see people in this bloody device. You know, we're supposed to interact like this. It's not from one end to other end. It's like the communication line. Even ICT fully developed, video conferencing coming, still it's not like physical. Never going to be like physical. So what I am saying is, so this time brought us together. This 525 students going to be together is a divine setup. You don't know who is going to be your batchmate. They all assembled today. Today, even when I went to Hartley College in 1972, my classmates were divine arranged. Still I continue their relationship. They are one of the best I ever met. Not by birth. So by entering the school, they also came. But today, even you are entering the university, you are going to have your peers. That's going to last for the entire your life. That's a very unique thing. It's a divine blessing. And you see, they are the best. They are better than your classmates because these are well bred. You know, they are very studious. They were very focused in their A level. That's what they are here. So you are going to meet one very good bunch of people. So when you see good people, my Narada Muni says, one of the greatest Muni, I don't know you heard about Narada Muni, even any culture you can hear about it. It's a globalized world. In the YouTube, you dig it, you will come hear about him. Narada Muni said, the good association is rare. Good association is rare. Maybe due to pious activities of the previous birth. So today, ladies and gentlemen, the students, you are going to associate with some of the best people. They are going to be the Guru Varak, Karikacharyas, Mahacharyas, because I am saying in singular because it's very so sweet. Acharyas. Acharya is not a Sinhalese word, it's a Sanskrit word. Acharya. Our people say Vadhyaya. They make it cheap. But in Sanskrit they say Acharya. When I say I am a Mahacharya, police never check me. Janda. I say Mahacharya. So today you are going to meet in this union 3 years or 4 years. When you are coming to university, you are going to see Mahacharyas, Karikacharyas, Acharyas. They are to show, exhibit. They are proven to be good. They are recruited. So what are the definition of a master? What is the definition of a master? But these acharyas, they are supposed to bring happiness in your life. How? By imparting the knowledge. They themselves create knowledge. That's the whole university system is. So real ladies and gentlemen, not to worry about these bloody dollars and this gas and this. These commodities come only maybe few decades ago. Before that, these commodities did not exist. I don't know. My Bursa, what is your father? Did you use his gas? He had a better children than you do. He had a better wife than you had. He had a better life than you did. What's the problem? He had glucose life, diabetic life, cholesterol life, bald head even early. No. So this knowledge system, I don't know. I always say my first in my heritage, in my ancestors, the first government employee was the chief accountant of my uncle. My mother had 5 brothers. She's the only lady. So eldest one was the chief accountant of the Sri Lankan Air Force. That was maybe the first chief accountant in the Air Force. The British never employed us in high rank positions. This clerical was more or less the Mudaliyar and Pandiyar. They did the Urdu எழுதினதும் and அவங்களுக்கு servant இருந்தாங்க. So they never allowed us to hold big jobs. So this tradition, don't worry. Sri Lanka, the Parakrams, Tuttagaimunus, Ellalan, Changlians, they rule this without dollar. I think we are not ready. We are pretending, we are still begging World Bank, IMF. How many years they can give this? So we need a big paradigm change. I think your management faculty also has to teach this. We have to go out of the box to do something to at least to help us to stay in our own, not to be dependent on anybody. The internal system should support this. I think Sri Lanka has plenty of wealth. Grains, fish, milk, pasture land, coconuts, and also education. So we build temples, we build schools, we build universities. Now we are in a great position. Only thing, our governance system, management, for that, I think now people are challenging. People want to have a better governance system. They say the corruption is enough. Cecil account making, Swiss account making, Monaco account making, and all these bloody things now very exposed badly. So ladies and gentlemen, in the university, and you are the elite crowd coming in. So what is your desire? Do you know what is your desire? Why you are coming in this earth, being a human being? What is our desire? They have a good time with a girlfriend, that pay price. Then you go for another girlfriend. So this is a desire. Or eat some kotrodi, eat some multiple cakes, or import a chocolate. Then you get disgusted. Right? So what is your desire? Not eating, not mating, not sleeping, comfortable bed, spring bed, water bed. Still people don't have enough sleep. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending, all not know, even animal does. So desire to know. If you give a toy to the kid will break it and want to see how that is operate. That's what the whole physical science faculty I come from. Most of the scientists are devoted not to worry about this wealth creation. They want to know how this universe operates. That's what Newton thought. Why did this apple fall? He didn't eat apple. He didn't think about marketing apple. He didn't think about, preserving apple. He didn't think about making dollars out of apple. He was thinking, why did this apple fall? Then he found the law of gravitation. Today, out of that law, we are sending satellites. We putting our own planets on the earth. Volta, while he was doing some experiment, he saw this frog is vibrating. Then he found the electricity, the battery, only 300 years old. So just imagine the history of Europe without electricity. They lived, they didn't beg, but they came here to, conquer and find some spices and some other things. So business. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I won't go for this. What I am saying is, I told you, Ishvara, we can't do anything. I don't know what his desires. He created all the universe there. He gave me this wonderful body. It's the best machine ever created. This machine desire is to know, pleasure seeking. This machine is pleasure seeking. This machine to have a joy. Then some saying sings Anandamai and Arivai Narendra Amudamai. No one want to die. Even no animal want to die. Even so stinging dogs are there in the road. They don't want to commit suicide. Only human being commit suicide. No other living entities. No other living entities. So, desire to know. Only knowledge brings happiness. Today, ladies and gentlemen, so what is, okay, you have a desire to know. You want a desire to acquire knowledge. Don't worry about your job. Job will come. When you are deserving, the job will come. I come from a village. Very remote village in this Sri Lanka. But I kept on pursuing. Perseverance was there. Then eventually it turned out to be the area I was pursuing, turned out to be no one else interested. Mathematics. Hardly anybody come. So, in global level, I become, what I mean, the most wanted man. So, pursue something which, not too many people are competing about. That's what your service industry, the accountants, assessors, managers, and all kind of people is going to come from your faculty. And your faculty is turned out to be one of the best faculty in the entire Sri Lankan place. It's 22 years old. That means a matured, young faculty. And now most of the staff are our breeds. Now people are coming from other universities also. They are qualified, they have industrial experience, so they can deliver. So when you come here to fulfill your desires, to know, it's a knowledge center. I told you already our logo, and also our logo, our motto is discernment is the wisdom. That means, seeking truth. Seeking truth. That is the knowledge. Okay, how to organize the knowledge? That's where the mathematics came in. This is a language of knowledge. People do all kind of computing, statistical analysis, and all these, the tools they talk, principal, component, and that kind of arguments. So the mathematics coming, everything quantified, everything digitized. So here, all faculties will help you. The IT faculty will help you. The English department today, the English head is here, Dr. Shanmuraja, Shanmuranathan. He's also from my Hartley. Anyway. So anyway, I'm proud in a sense because we were there to cultivate knowledge, and Mother Hartley did this. Without any reservation, with basic, plainly. So here you have come to cultivate the knowledge. So this is a knowledge center, well established. I said innovation rank 1. How did it come? A Tamil professor's son, Ammangli, Professor Ammangli, Eastern University, her son, Dr. Dhaniyachandran, he got a 2 patentship in the global patentship. So that brought us to another level. 1 Sanghakara, 1 Ranatunga, 1 Susanti Jayasingha. Bring this to the global level. Come on. 1 Krishna, he said something to Arjuna in a war front. I am going to recall some of them. In a war front, in a fighting zone, he said something. Turned out to be the oldest philosophical book ever seen. Is still lasting. Everyone talks about. So many religions came out of that. What did he say? Advancement of knowledge may save you from the greatest fear of your life. Then he said, the knowledge is the only way. Knowledge, he talked about ignorance. So, knowledge is the only way to come out of your problems. Knowledge is the only thing. Then he said, ignorance or wrong thinking is the only cause for all the problems. Today, even Sri Lanka is in the mess because of wrong thinking. Wrong thinking. They didn't want to do deliberately because they were misled by this sense enjoyment. What is the problem with the sense enjoyment? What is the problem with the sense enjoyment? You are an intellectual being, more than cross senses. These senses are belong to animals also. So we have a sixth sense. Now there's 7 department also. There's a film in Tamil film called Elamariyu. So there's a 7 department also. So these 5 senses, if you want to get the joy, pleasure, that's what we are seeking. If you go for sense enjoyment, you reduce your life. This brings death forward. And also it's a temporal. And also it brings greed. It brings jealous. It brings avariciousness. That's why they go in abroad and dump the money for another generation. Ferraris coming. Bungalows coming. Sensual enjoyment. So that brings misery. But if you look at the old top saints, the gentle saints who brought knowledge to this world, the celebrated knowledge, they are very saintly. They are not belong to this sensual enjoyment. So university, okay, I finished with the promise. So that promise, what is the problem? So 2 things are happening now, enrollment and orientation. So what is this? It's Arjuna Krishna affair. It's not curriculum business. I am curriculum chairman. That curriculum book is there. I know educational process and 5 years what is going to happen. This is 2 things happen, enrollment and orientation. So this is some promises going to be take place, some engagement going to take place. So what is the promise as a Vice Chancellor? So as a Vice Chancellor, I give you the promise. So you will be elevated into the level, as a graduate. So graduate means you will be crowned as a Bachelor of Business Administration. So you will have some attributes. You will have some skill. That skill, knowledge, attitude, mindset, virtues is called K-SAM we call it. So this kind of training and practical skills, theoretical foundations, all will be done here. For that, I am running the machinery. So I am supported by 2,000 staff, 2,000. And academic staff, around 600, 700. And faculties, public money. So much of operation is done. Today the bursar is here. Even I have a finance section. You have a financial management staff, maybe 10 people. My financial assistant, 65 staff. He's a highly qualified MBA man. He can be a lecturer. Srijavathanapura graduate and experience, SEMA qualified. Okay, so what is? So that man leading for a department for me to assist, managing the money. So my money turnover 5 billion. So we are running a show for what? For you all guys. For you all guys. You don't know. The back end there is a big program running. I am also 62 years old. I am leaving. But I am prepared to steer this institution to deliver the best. Okay, when the Arjuna and the Krishna was in the battlefield, Arjuna asked, what do you do if I follow you? Okay. What did you do? We set up a graduate profile. We set up an educational program objective. Then Krishna said, this has sent a message in that dialogue. He said, Arjuna, if you follow what I say, or if you become a yogi, he said, yogi means a word, attributes to connect to the Supreme. He said, if you come to that level, then I will see that you preserve what you have. Your children will help you to preserve what you acquire already. So we don't want to disturb the knowledge platform you are in. Then he said, we'll support, we'll impart you, or we give you what you lack. So similarly, I am a person, I am a mathematician, I lack in so many other things. Because we are human beings, we are physical beings, we are intellectual being, we are social being, emotional being. Your recent professor, James Robinson, I saw in the presentation, he devoted in creating some investigation in emotional intelligence. So that is all about. I don't know whether you did just to make a paper or really you wanted to be emotional intelligence expert in the world. You understand? Don't worry about the Westerners' recognition. Agatyas and these Kabilas and Shankaracharyas and Narasimhacharyas and so many Mindas and these Buddhas. Don't worry about Western recognition. At least you give what you know, what you have created emotional intelligence to us. Don't worry. Don't worry. Taylor's and Francis publication. You make it clear and so that we celebrate that. You understand? Our acharyas we celebrate. Agatyas, Siddha Vaidya. So a separate faculty we have on his name. You know, this knowledge. Even Tarka Sastras, there are so many philosophy departments running. Similarly, Lingasha, you have created a wealth of financial management, recent professor. And Ganga, she said the main problem in this country, she said, I was listening her in the presentation. She made a professor interview the last day while we were crowning her as a professor. She's the youngest professor student, you want to see her very soon. She said, most of the companies, they are not doing well or doing well, is based on the CEO's knowledge. You know, the board knowledge. That's what he said. The finding is, you know, what do you call board? The board of governors. Knowledge. So as long as they are highly qualified, she said the company was stable. So that's what he said. Okay, this is a revelation. So ladies and gentlemen, so you are going to think about the governance, management, decision making, and we want to give you a promise. Our missionary is ready, whether Nimaladas is ready or not. He comes and goes. I come and go. Within one year, I come and go. Right? So all the heads come and goes. But the entire academic staff will be retained. Other will be retiring. New one coming. I saw new bloods in your faculty. They are very promising. Recently recruited new blood. I really want to congratulate them. They have a industrial experience as well as academic experience. And they want to go for research degrees also. Because they have been encouraged now. Even last Senate, we created a mentoring, academic mentoring. Every junior staff will be assigned now as senior staff. Just entire journey. You become good. Not to worry about these circulars. Come on, I don't live in this world for circulars. I never read. When I come to this university, I never read what is a pass regulation. I was not worried about pass. I want to have A's. Why should I worry about criminal laws? I never worry about criminal laws. I am not going to think about crimes. I never worried about what's the price of the meat because I don't eat meat. So similarly, why do you worry about these things, ladies and gentlemen? So today as a Vice Chancellor, the orientation. So only time I meet you, I am sad because I couldn't meet you face to face. Either I will be enjoying with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are committed. In the sense, our institution, University of Jaffna is committed. Jaffna is known for education. Jaffna man known for digging. And every home has a well. Not by state sponsoring, not by missionaries. They dig by their hand to draw the water, to quench the thirst. So these schools, universities are built to quench the thirst for the knowledge. Knowledge thirst. Big saint says, or scientist says, philosopher says, thirst for knowledge is innate. It's coming from inside. Lifelong learning. Now people say lifelong learning. Avvayar said, Odamal ornanam irukka vendam. Odamal ornanam irukka vendam. She said this. So every day is a learning day. So time brought the opportunity for you to come here. So you are going to see wonderful 500 people. Maybe your life partners also there. I don't know. If you can make it, it's good. Early bed, early rise. So these kind of wonderful things are going to happen. So the culturally our university is going to thrive. Reconciliation of the entire community has to be done. So university is a milk pot for everything. So it's a cultural center, it's a knowledge center. What else? It's a research center. That's what the philosophy says. University is a knowledge center, research center, cultural center. So you are blessed one, coming with a state-sponsored university. So I wish you all the best. And also I pray the Almighty. So I am one of the fortunate one as a Vice Chancellor to greet you in this occasion of this enrollment and orientation. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.